You're in progress. That's like my number one organic response in life to almost everything is like, I don't know, like, can I have this? You're this. Like, I just instantly, that's my
See,
10-year-old response.
well, my 10-year-old response when you say that is that
hmm
I immediately want to say, your mom's in progress. But then
Yes.
my 35-year-old brain kicks in and is like, I would never speak negatively about your mother. I'm so sorry. I respect her so much. I like,
You just start going for dad.
there it is. You got me. You got me.
What are they gonna
Yeah,
say?
that's it. That's it. Yeah, your dad's in progress. It's okay. It's okay. Mine too.
Who amongst us?
Aren't we all really in
Really?
our own ways? And that's this week's episode. We're all in
We're
progress.
all in progress. Oh my God. Um, what's made you laugh?
This morning,
hmm
I was on the phone with my wife, and she's traveling for work this week, and
hmm
we were talking on the phone, just catching up, and we have been running low on silverware, which is perplexing to me because I'm like, where does it go? But then I remember that I live in a house with a bunch of children of different ages and stages who, I don't know, do weird stuff with various items in our house. Things
Uh-huh.
get dropped behind furniture. Sometimes silverware, I'm convinced, gets thrown into the garbage with food. So we're just like low. We've been low on silverware. And so I finally bought some new silverware this week. And I told Laura, like, I got some new silverware. I just got like a multi-pack of whatever. And I was explaining to her, I was like, the spoons are weird. They're like kind of like square shaped.
Hmm.
Um, it's weird. Not like fully square, but like rounded square, if that makes
Rounded,
sense.
squared edges. Yeah, I hear you.
And I was like, and I was like, it's fine. I'm having this
Sure.
whole conversation about spoons.
It's
It's
fine.
fine. And I was like, but I do have it's not my favorite spoon.
Uh,
And I was like, I do have a favorite. And I was like, to Laura, like, you have a favorite, right? And she was like, no. And I was like, no, I definitely like I have a favorite of our spoons, like the shape and like the curvature of it. Like there's just
that's
like
right.
one that it's like more pleasing to me. And I think we have two of them currently.
Uh-huh.
I'll be sad if any of them get thrown away or disappeared. But she was like, okay, well, show me which one it is when I get home so I can avoid using that one so you can use it, which is very sweet. And I
Oh
was
my
like, no, no.
God.
And I said it earnestly, no, no, no. The joy and surprise of getting that's part of it for me. I was like, I said, it's like a special treat when I get my
Uh-huh.
favorite spoon. And that was one of those things that like I heard
Stunning.
it come out of my mouth. And then I was like, what the fuck where did that? And Laura was like, no, 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 babe, I totally get it. Like, you're right. It is the simple things in life. And I was like, no, you got to make fun of me for this. This is like, you
I
can't
mean,
let shit like this slide.
this feels like a multiple truths moment to me where I am laughing very hard at you because this is all like, yeah. Um, that's one of the truths. This is ridiculous and hilarious. I think
That is
that
one
my
of the
favorite
truths.
part is when you're describing the new spoon's flaws and you're like, it's fine. And the fact that I know that there's a lot of really difficult things you have to navigate in your life and difficult situations that other people have that you have to manage in your life. And the amount of times you have to say it's fine to something that's like maybe not going to be fine. And you're like, it's fine. I'll manage with the spoon that isn't the curvature that I prefer for my mouthfeel. Um, um, that that's amazing. Um, I first of all, well, and also the other part is that Laura is right, and it is like it's also like this is why you love poetry and shit. Like you weirdly on comedy or poetry, you tap into shit in the world that like other people are just like it's a fucking spoon. What do you mean? And you're
Yeah.
like, oh no, I'm very aware of everything that's gone in my mouth. Sorry, I can't.
Oh, oh, the layers to that one.
The layers.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. Yeah.
uh, I will say I also feel the same about spoons though. I'm
Really?
very
Okay.
particular about them.
Okay.
I mean, I am and I'm not. Like I use any of them, right? Like
Sure.
it's not like I pull one out and I'm like, no, not the right one. Um, I like so there's these plastic ones specifically. Sorry, I hate these. This is the one I don't like. They're plastic, but they're like very round. Like
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
not ovular. They're very
Yes.
round
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking
and
about.
they're very deep.
Yeah.
And my issue with that is that I think I might have kind of a small mouth because it literally like almost cuts when I pull it. Like
Yeah.
it
It's
creates
too wide.
sores on my mouth.
Yeah.
And I can't get my lip in there to get what's in the it's like a tiny bowl and I can't get what's in there out. So I prefer a
Yeah.
like a shallow bowl to my spoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I prefer it not to be too wide.
Yeah.
And that is tough to come by because I have some teaspoons that I love. They're like antique silver, you know?
Yeah.
And as you know, I'm like grandma chic aesthetic, so I love that. But
Yeah.
they're very deep and they're narrow, but they're very deep. So they're not ideal
Yes.
for things like soup and ice cream.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and then, but then I have this other, I honestly, I don't have a great spoon in my life right now, is what I'm realizing. I don't have my ideal spoon right now. Because
Mm.
I have some that are the ideal shape and everything, but I got them just at like Dollar Tree. And so
Yeah.
they, if you, they like soup makes them bend, it's too heavy. Like, and I really do just bend them back all the time. Like I'll try to scoop ice cream with it and it's like, and I'm like, we'll just go back.
They're like a step above aluminum foil.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
It's basically like 10 sheets of aluminum foil just mashed together to make a spoon.
That's incredible. We've all had those. We've all had those spoons.
You say aluminum foil. Do you know people who say tin foil?
Absolutely. And who say it in with just they say it like they're saying 10 and not
Mm-hmm.
tin, the
Yeah.
way that
Uh-huh.
you just said it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see it. I grew up
yeah,
aluminum foil. We grew up in an aluminum foil household. So there's that.
okay.
But
I know lots of people who say tinfoil.
hmm
Um, I don't know what we say in my house. In my house, it was always different because my mom was raised in Southern California. And
oh, right. Yes. Okay.
my mom was also like a military kid, so they moved around, but she was
I
raised,
did not know that.
oh yeah. And so like all around like they lived multiple places like in the US, but
Okay.
a lot of her like formative years in Southern California. And so she was not did not say pop. It
Okay.
was
Uh-huh.
she said soda.
hmm
And so a lot of things like that where there's like the more like typical Midwestern phrasing, we
Sure.
didn't say that.
Yeah.
Um, but my mom also is I think she says aluminum foil. I don't think she says tin foil. But anyway, all that to say, spoons.
I
My
don't
ideal
know. Go ahead.
I
Go.
was just gonna say my ideal spoon is an oval. It's very much an
Yes.
oval. It's not too pointy
That's
at the
right.
end.
Yes. hmm
It's not even like this, like it's the suggestion of a point. Just I want an oval. I want a
Not even
nice,
this,
like
not even a whisper of a
slight,
point.
not even a whisper, not even a hint, okay? A kiss of a point. No, it's an oval and a nice uniform like curve in it.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Um, there's my ideal spoon. Anyway, are we
I
back
think that's
to
right. Because I also don't, the other element of the spoon that I value is the ability for me to like tilt the bowl and get that last bit of soup
mm,
onto the spoon.
yep,
And if we have too sharp of any angles, it'll, it won't concave to the bowl's angles properly to achieve that.
yep. Exactly right. It's exactly right. No, I get it.
It can't be too rigid.
Well, and do you know what I'm not doing, by the way? And this may be controversial. So I do just want to give that. Okay.
Yeah. I just hit my
You know,
nose with my water bottle while I was like laughing and I was like,
you
good.
just like break your nose live on camera with your water bottle.
It'll get the
No,
clicks.
you you
Do you want me to? Do you want me to break my nose real quick? We need the clicks. We need the
just do it
clicks.
just real quick. Um,
I'm a youngest child. I'll break a bone for attention. Don't dare me.
do not test me. I will do it.
Okay,
Um,
sorry. Finish your thought.
you will never catch me drinking food out of the side of a bowl.
Oh, absolutely not. Never.
Thank you. Thank you for
No.
understanding this. No, I won't be doing it. If somebody else does it, if you're a child and you're doing it, fine, especially if it's
Yep.
cereal milk. That is a kid thing. I never did it as a child. I
I
personally
mm-mm.
never did it.
Nope, never.
There's something about it for me that's like, oh, we're not drinking this. That's not what we're doing here. Thank you for understanding. Oh, I love
So
that I don't have
here's
to
what I will
explain
say.
it.
I wish that I could drink soup out of a bowl sometimes. And I've like tried because I'm like, it does make sense. But then when I do it, I'm like, it tastes different now. It's not the same. It's not what I want it to be. And my mouth can't get used to it. Um, much like cans of flat water.
Nope, it's not right. It's not
And
right.
look, here's the thing. When I'm thirsty, absolutely I'll fuck with whatever if I'm desperate. Don't
Sure.
care. It is I'm like, why is it not bubbly? Like, where are the bubbles? This is heinous. I don't like this.
No.
And um, yeah, I was gonna say earlier, I don't know the regionalism of tin versus aluminum foil. I will say that at some point, and I can't, this is weird for me, but I can't actually identify which person in my life was saying tin foil. And as we talked about the other night, I adopt a lot of my language from other people around me. I'm very spongy in that way.
Hmm.
Um, And at some point, I thought that sounds like the cool way to say it. And I intentionally started saying tinfoil. And I'm pretty sure I said it in front of my family once, and they were like, what? Because, like, they know that I've never said tinfoil. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
it was definitely one of those, like, uh-oh, caught kind of moments. um,
Yep.
but yeah, I don't know the regionalism of it though, because my mom is from Maryland, but my dad is from Indiana mostly. And um so there's also some military travel on that side of the family.
Hmm.
Um but both dominantly they're both from Indiana. I mean, my mom didn't move there till high school, but we also didn't say pop. No one
Mm.
said pop in my family. Again, we
But
usually just call it what it is.
did like the kids you went to school with say it?
You know what? When did I hear someone say pop? 2 days ago at work preparing for this thing, but they were like, oh, where's the pop? But it was also that culture pop, the like
Yeah.
healthy soda shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they saying it because of that? Are they saying it because they're Midwestern? I can't tell. But no, honestly, I don't remember pop being that much of a thing said. Like occasionally people might say it, but like usually it was just like, do you want a Coke? Or
Mm.
do you want like an orange soda? Or you
Yeah.
certainly weren't going to say orange pop or like grape soda. You weren't going to say grape pop. And like orange, orange crush and purple crush were two big crowd pleasers in our realm.
Well, sure.
So
Sure.
the Kroger had a vending machine for the cans of it. So it was
Ugh,
a pretty big deal.
I
Pretty big
love
deal.
that.
I mean, that was like a half an hour from our house, but
Yeah.
yeah,
No, see, we called them pop machines. Like they were pop machines.
I don't know what we called them.
When I
I think
say
we just called
me,
them vending
I
machine.
mean like at school. It was yeah, pop machines. Anyway,
Oh,
but there's also moments that I'm like, oh, I don't trust my memory of my childhood. That's a whole nother. That's
I was
probably
gonna
a
say, yeah.
there's probably a conversation for
Are we
my
doing therapy? Are
is
we
this
doing
is
EMDR?
this EMDR? Let me start tapping.
Yeah.
Soda, pop. Which one is it? That's not what EMDR is for, but I'll next time I see my therapist, I'll be like, so I know that we have other stuff to explore, but this is really important to me.
I mean, would it be awesome if we cleared out most of our trauma shit and then we were just like, I'm just curious now. Like, did I say pop? Can we find out?
Let me let me drop in to that time in my life. Let me float that to that's the thing my therapist says. She talks about like what if you could like float yourself into that space? Let me float
Oh
myself
man.
into my middle school, into
Uh-oh.
Muhammad Seymour Junior High School.
I didn't even go there and I'm already not wanting to be there. No offense. I'm just like, I'm acting, I'm
Oh,
like, as
it's
soon as
not.
you say, well, you and I both have worked, well, you have kids, so you have to go to schools. I find walking into schools often so activating.
Oh, oh.
Like they
I
all
mean,
smell the same, they all have the same vibe, and is city, country, doesn't matter. Whew. Mm-mm.
it's
Not my, mm-mm.
yeah, it's a visceral. I mean, I still remember going to my own middle school to see my youngest sibling do her middle school graduation a couple of years ago. And a couple of years ago, she's almost 20. It would have been more than a couple of years ago.
Sure.
But and going in and the smell
Yep.
being like,
Yep. Yep.
"Oh, it smells the same. I'm right back there." Anyway, wait. This is
Yes.
taking a turn because I need to know what's making you laugh. What has made you laugh
I
recently?
mean, it took a turn maybe because I was making it because I was like, what has been making me laugh? I was like, I need to come up with an answer. Let me just take us down a wild path and see if she forgets. As if that's gonna happen. One of the things that I have personally affirmed about you is like, how do you know what everyone said in that room? That's crazy. And you kept track of all of it. And like, oh, actually, did you just say that? Can we talk about that for a minute? Sorry, let me come back to that. Okay, hang on. What did you just say? Great. Okay, yeah. Like, and for all of our listeners, when I describe that, I'm describing there being four children and a handful of adults in a room and AJ tracking every fucking conversation in that space. Like, but
Ooh.
without anxiety or like it doesn't, or at least it doesn't look stressy. Um, anyway, um, and I'm just like, does anyone want a drink? That's my reaction in that space. Does anyone want a drink? I'll make. Uh, so I actually, the thing that's coming up for me is my sister sent me a video that my niece took of herself. My niece is 7 and she is hilarious. And honestly, she's very good with camera. She always has been. I think I told you that, but like she's like since she was like 3, when I would take photos of her, she would direct me on where to stand and how to take them. And then she'd come look at it and be like, no, 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 stand over here and hold it like this. And like,
Mm.
and she was always right.
Yeah,
Always. She just has a
yeah.
really keen aesthetic observation. I love it. But anyway, she snuck into my sister's room while my sister was getting ready one morning and grabbed my sister's phone and started taking videos with it, which isn't unlike her. But she took one just of herself laying on the bed, and you can hear um, the dog outside barking, and the dog's name is Duke, and she just is like, the video is just her camera looking down at the camera like this and going, Duke, stop it. Duke. And her eyes just get huge. And like every day, all day, Duke, stop it. And she's just whispering this. And then the video just ends. And I have watched it probably 100 times,
Hmm.
and it has made me laugh in every viewing.
I mean, what I said it then when you showed it to me, and I'll say it again. I know that that's the kind of video that the watchability of it 100 times because it's so relatable and so
100.
delightful is why if
Uh-huh.
we wanted her to be on the internet, she would be a TikTok star.
Yes,
However, at the same time, we of course want our children as far away from social media as
a hundred
possible.
percent. Obviously,
Um, the struggle is real,
it is.
but there is a star quality there for sure.
Thank you. I firmly agree. Her sister has it as well in a more performance like theater aesthetic. Uh,
I love it.
I just love them so much, and they're so entertaining and so fucking funny, and uh, love them. Anyway, yeah, that's what's making me laugh. I just can't stop watching that video, and I mean, yeah, it's just endlessly entertaining to me. Like, what went through her little 7-year-old brain to be like, let me just do this real quick? And like,
Yeah.
I remember her older sister. There's there's a I guess this would have been, gosh, probably 3 years ago. So when her older sister was about 7, my sister was getting the young one ready and brushing her teeth in the bathroom. So that's in the background. And then the older one finds the phone, and I think it's all because on a locked screen you can still access the camera, like
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And so grabs the phone, sets it up, and this is before school, so there's like the sleepy eyes, you know, like she just looks sleepy. But she sets up the camera. In the background, you see my sister with the younger one brushing her teeth in the bathroom in the background. But here you see in the foreground, camera set up, oldest one looking at it, making sure and like seeing herself clearly in it, and then does a really like funny dance for literally just a couple seconds, and then almost trips over their dog, and then is like, oh no, oh no, and then comes back to like dance, and then stops stops it.
Incredible.
Stunning. And my sister,
Incredible.
again, I love, like, what a fun gift. Like, kids are great in a myriad of ways, obviously, but I love that my sister like just went to her phone, because
Yeah.
it's not like these kids tell her,
No.
hey, guess what I did?
No.
She gets on her phone and finds these videos of her children.
Amazing. Surprise.
Anyway, I think I just spilled coffee on my already. Can you see the stains on the shirt?
Oh, I was just thinking that actually, like looking at myself in the mirror earlier, I'm just covered in like smudges on this sweatshirt.
Yeah. This is there's something in my dresser that's like some dust of some like rust colored dust that like the sweaters on the top
What?
level on the top of the stacks in the bottom drawer are rubbing the top of the roof of that drawer and putting this rusty kind of dust on there, and it mostly comes off if I just rub, but like it's not perfect, and I've also just really let go of aesthetic perfection at this point, so who gives a shit.
I've
Also,
really just given up.
do you see what this says?
Indiana Maniacs, obsessed.
This was my sweatshirt for one of my travel softball teams when I was like 14.
I love it. Oh my God.
Yeah, little
Ugh.
little blast from the
I
past.
wish that I took care of things the way that you do to like have them for a long time. Like I feel like you have many like important objects and artifacts of like different parts of your life that
I well, I yes, and one, I would say I'm literally like my impulse is to essentially be a hoarder. Like if I had all the space in the world, I would keep everything all the time forever. Um, I am my family's archivist in more
Yeah.
ways than one. Um, what I don't like is that I have gotten rid of the thing I have gotten rid of over the years is all of my creative stuff.
Yeah.
So I reread writing that I did, and then I just like literally tear it to bits and throw it away. And all of my online writing is basically gone. Like,
Mm,
and I'm like, because I just reread it and was like, this is shit. No one can ever see it. Get rid of it forever. And it's
mm,
like, okay, it wasn't like that bad. Like, and also it's just funny. Like, who cares, you know?
yeah.
But yeah. And I feel like
Yeah.
you have more of that. You have like stuff you created, which that I'm
That's
jealous
true.
of.
Well, and you know what's funny is that this actually is a nice segue into the question that I have for you. Can you
I'm so
believe it?
excited. I'm ready.
Can you
Let's do it.
believe it?
I
Well,
can't. It's hard to imagine.
do you want to know where I got this question from? I thought it would be fun to answer questions from those, those little surveys that we used to fill out on the internet?
Yes, like on MySpace, all of the like, tell me about yourself. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, and this was so I still have access to my old live journal.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Um,
Wow, this
I
is a
mean,
segue then, because that's literally what I'm talking about. It's
I
your live
know
journal.
this is what I'm saying, dude. Thank you for catching up.
Ah,
Now you're here with me. So
I'm with you.
yes, that is what we're doing. And so I, of course, to prepare for this, went back and looked through for some
Stunning.
questions. So we have,
Stunning.
there's a few options, but there is one that's really stuck out to me because my
Okay.
answer it hasn't changed. So I'll answer it first, and then you can give me your answer. When you look at yourself in the mirror, what is the first thing you look at?
Oh boy.
So mine hasn't changed. It's my
Okay.
hair.
Okay.
Always. Always has been, probably always will be. My hair.
And I guess I'm like, how do you even know? I'm trying to think right now. I'm like, you have exceptionally good hair though. So like that's the
Thanks for
thing.
saying
Like
that.
it's worth looking at. You know what I mean? Like, and people notice it. I'm
Sure.
still
Yeah.
convinced to a large degree that like, well, you also had an amazing outfit on and we're just like killing it that night. But when we went to North Halsted and like 80 people on North Halsted thought they knew you and were your best friend, um,
It was like two people,
that's not
but
true. It was three.
I
It's
love the
three.
mythology of what it's turned into that now it's 80.
Okay. Three separate fucking humans, audience. AJ and I went to North Halsted, aka Boys Town, if you want to keep it gender bullshit. North Halsted. We went up there to meet one of AJ's childhood friends or high school friends, and uh, we were standing outside, and a person came up, literally like touched AJ's arm in a knowing
Mhm.
way to the point that I was like, oh my God, like you're just visiting and you know you randomly are stumbling upon someone in the
We've
wild that you
we've
know.
run into an old friend.
And yeah. I
No.
and I was like, and he's like, oh my God, I love this tattoo. And she was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. Whatever, like really. And I'm just standing there the whole time, like, this is a weird interaction for someone that you clearly know. And then when he left, you're like, I don't know who that was. And then another guy that I kind of like did step in the middle of a little bit because he was very drunk, like stumbling drunk
Yeah.
toward, but like also toward you and was like trying to start a conversation. And I was like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Um, and then we walk into the bar. This is all within like a 5 to 10 minute range of time, folks. We walk into the bar And immediately upon walking in, there's like 3 or 4 bar seats right there at the door. A guy turns around to see AJ coming in and is like, "Oh, hey, babe," or something, like called you babe or hun or something, like an affectionate term. Touched your arm again. Different
But it was
guy,
the
but
same. No, it was the same guy. That was the guy from the street.
it
It
was.
was. That's why he said hi to me, is because it was the stranger from the street
Oh,
who had touched my arm. So you are correctly remembering three interactions, and I'm correctly remembering
okay.
two different people, but one who we had two separate
Okay.
interactions with. So
Because
he
I
was
did think, I remember thinking, boy, he looks like that guy, but it's like
no, it was the same
there's the
guy.
North Halstead look, it's like,
Totally. No, no, no.
yeah,
It was the same guy. And he was saying, "Oh, hey," because he was like, "Yeah, we're basically old friends now that I've touched your body."
and I'm
Um,
doing it again.
and I am doing it again. No,
Okay, that
I
does make
love,
me feel a little better, but I also am still just like, wow, yeah,
I mean, this is I don't know. There are some moments in life for me that I do. I'm like, what did I have going on in what was I putting out into the
you
world?
were
Like, what
definitely
was
attracting.
I was radiating something into the universe that was drawing people in.
Yes,
And you're saying you think it was the hair.
I definitely think it's part of it.
I mean, I do think like I have my hair is a big part of my look all the time. And
Yeah,
it is hair that is long. When I wear it curly, it's really big. Like it's a big feature. But it's
yeah.
always, I mean, I found this from my live journal this is an entry
Oh
from,
my
let's
God, I can't wait.
see. I mean, it's the same question, but it's from September 4th, 2005. So I would have been
Shut the
14 years
fuck
old.
up. Ah,
14 years old. And yeah, I said, yeah, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what's the first thing you look at? And I said, hair. And that it absolutely is still true for me, no question. It's always what's going on with my hair. And then it's kind of like a scanning downward, like what's happening with my face, you know.
interesting.
I don't know. But
I think,
I'm also interested that you don't seem to have an immediate thing that you go to. You're having to
yeah, I'm
pause to
very
think about it.
unclear. I mean, as you know, I often don't know what I look like because
Yeah.
super, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to how I'm looking. Um, like to the point that it's like I'll have mascara down to here and I'm like, I go to the bathroom and I finally look up, like, so the other thing is like when my life is busy with work, I really like bathroom breaks are truly just we're peeing, we're shitting, we're washing the hands, and I'm usually staring at my hands while I wash, thinking about whatever I'm supposed like what I'm working on.
Oh,
So I'm just
interesting.
like, okay, yeah, and then you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna do this, or I'm working through a thought of some sort, and so my brain is usually racing with thoughts.
Mm,
And so I'm usually just like, as I wash my hands while I'm shitting, while I'm peeing, whatever, I'm just thinking, thinking, thinking. And then if I like finally deign to look up, I'm like, oh fuck. I've been in meetings with like, like fix it, fix it. And then um
yeah.
uh yeah, so there's like that kind of I think bathrooms are a big thinking place for
Well, sure, it makes
I do a
sense.
lot of thinking, which is why I leave you voice notes from the bathroom so frequently because I do some of my best thinking there. So,
I love that. I also love that because you don't always like some very rarely will you be like, I'm in the bathroom,
uh-huh.
but
It's happening more than that. Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure.
Um, I, oh my God, can I tell you that yesterday I had a coworker call me and I was literally on the toilet. And because all of my friends, when they call my phone, I don't like we all talk in the bathroom, none of us care. And
Sure.
I answered and then I was like, oh fuck. So I just said, hey, hang on a second and I'll call you back.
Oh my God.
Because I was just like, and as you know, yesterday I was very hyper. And so I was just like in the zone, like knocking stuff out,
Yeah.
doing things and whatever. And so I'm like skipping to the bathroom and doing my thing. And then someone called and I was just like, hey. Oh shit, I'll call you later. Hang on, bye.
Click.
Yeah, uh-huh. Um, yeah, so that was awkward. See, this is what I'm worried about for myself. I am because there are like boundaries of societal norms and respectability that I do increasingly get concerned about my mental illness really, really taking me out of the game.
I
I just
mean,
like I didn't
let's,
mean to do that. Like, and that's something that back in my 20s I would have been like, oh, this is hilarious. I'm gonna do this. You know, like it would have been like a knowing act, not
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a fucking sign of decline or whatever the fuck.
I
But
don't think
I don't
it's a
know.
sign of decline. I think it's just like, oh, you're like in the zone. You're in your thinking chair, obviously. And when you're in the thinking chair, you can't be bothered to pause and be like, should I answer this call? You've got other more important thoughts going on.
Oh my God. My thinking chair. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, but when I do look up, I think that I think um probably probably my teeth and mouth because I
Okay.
instinctually am like, do I have anything on my teeth? Like that's kind of
Yeah.
one of the first things I do in the mirror.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Um, I think I do also like really try to look myself in the eyes.
Mm.
Yeah, because usually again I'm thinking, so sometimes I'm like, it's weird when you look yourself in the eyes in the mirror. Like it's a very weird experience, and yeah. But as you know, I have like a lot of flossing, brushing, and rinsing habits, and so um, I think probably teeth and mouth stuff is high up there as a first
Yeah.
thing. Like, yeah, yeah. I think that's right.
That
I
feels
mean, if
right.
I catch a glimpse of my reflection, it's like um if I'm like walking by a window or something that has a reflection, it's like very fat phobic that what I'm looking at instantly,
Yeah.
you know. Um I'm
What's
instantly
it?
like, why am I this wide now? And it's like and I'm
Mm.
like and then the very next thought is like, bitch, who cares? Just keep walking.
Ah!
Literally no one cares.
The the exhaustion of like the self-awareness and having like done some work around this stuff
Uh,
is like that you still have the automatic thought,
that's right.
but then you're like, oh, God damn it. Like I thought we
Hmm.
were done with this. Or like I want to be done with that. I want to
Right.
like not have that thought come up anymore. Um, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say if it's a full length mirror or if I'm seeing like my full body reflection, I still am looking at my hair first, I think. But
Hmm.
because also the thing about my hair is the most variable part of my appearance.
That's real.
And
Yes.
so, I mean, I think the thing you're saying with teeth, the like,
Yeah.
am I, I'm seeing if there's anything in my teeth,
Am I
that all
putting
of
them in
that.
today? Not. I don't
Am
know.
I putting them in today? Nah, just let's just gum it today.
Gummy Wednesday. Jello and smoothies only, babe.
Ooh. It sounds, see, the thing is, Gummy Wednesday sounds like a video I
Uh-huh.
would see of somebody taking an edible and like doing
Uh-huh.
activities for
Yeah.
Wednesday. Um, but I
I
like
want
it
to see
better that
someone
it's
with
like,
no teeth doing that exact thing. Yeah.
yes, like I take an edible, but without my dentures in.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my God, that's incredible. That's incredible. I'm looking and seeing if there are more
Yes.
amazing questions from this survey. This part is really funny. This part, like, so again, mind you, what I'm about to read you, this is also from 2005, August 2005. Okay, so this is 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If your daughter comes home with a tattoo on her entire back, what will you do? is the question.
I love that it's about a daughter. Hilarious.
Well, there's more of them,
That
but like
hussy. That hussy.
slut. No. Do you want to hear what I said as a
I'd lock her up,
14-year-old?
obviously. Go ahead.
This was 14-year-old me.
Okay.
It's her body. I might be a little upset that she didn't even bother to ask me first, but I wouldn't get mad at her for it, I don't think. Next
Oh my
question.
God. That is the sweet. You, God, you were like the smartest little wise fucking child, dude. Jesus.
Parentification will do that to you. If your son wanted a sex change, ooh, problematic language, what would you do?
Uh-huh.
What do you think I said to this one?
Like pay for it.
I'd try to be supportive. I might wonder why or be weirded out, but like I said, that stuff doesn't bother me too much.
No, so this is what I mean about wise. I mean, parentification, yes. And there's a parentified child who's answering that as an adult in the tone you are, but with a totally different baseline value.
Yeah, that's fair.
Namely, the one who says, like, I would lock her up for real. Like, I mean, I said that jokingly, but I guarantee you that was a popular answer on that.
Ugh.
And uh the other,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine what some of the answers were for the other one.
Yeah, no, God. Um, I
Also,
oh
I don't even know if I knew that, like, I didn't know that transitioning was a thing at 14. Had no
no,
idea
well,
that it was even a thing.
and I mean, I'm saying here, like, I think I might be a little weirded out, right? Like,
Yeah.
there is an acknowledgement of like, this is unfamiliar to me. I mean, to be clear, I'm being sarcastic, but I also am very like, I read this and I'm like, oh wow, okay, I guess I like
Yeah.
had some had some insight as a teenager. Oh, it says, what do you want to be when you're older? I said, a psychologist or something where I can help people feel better about life.
Nailed it. 10 out of
Look at
10.
me. I did that.
Oh
Not,
my God.
that's so funny.
I, oh my God, the kids are doing a fire drill.
I hope it's a
This
drill.
is, it is a drill.
You're sure it's a drill?
The adults are laughing and chill. It's a drill.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, that's literally because I saw two people in fire department or fireman pants or whatever, fire person pants. And I was like, why? That's why I kept leaning like this because I was like, what are they doing here? And then I saw a bunch of kids come out in their t-shirts, and I was like, why are the kids out here in their t-shirts? And then I see a bunch of adults laughing with the fire guy. And now the kids are literally skipping inside. So cute. Um, those are amazing questions. Uh, those didn't come up on any of the little quiz
On
things
your
that I
surveys?
did. Um, Mine were much more like the ones I remember are more like, what's your favorite color? If you had like the hard ones, like the big philosophical ones, are like, if you had to like push a button and like kill your best friend or kill like a trainload of people, just very philosophical shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and of course, my best friend is the only one who's going to see this, not the trainload of
Hmm.
people. So I'm like,
Obviously. Oh my God.
that's hilarious. Okay, wait, what's on there that we can answer? Because I mean, I do you want my answers to what I would do if I had a daughter who had a full back
Yeah,
tattoo?
what would you do if you had a daughter and she came home with a full back tattoo? You would kick her out, right?
Obviously. Step one.
Step one. Uh,
I mean, I just feel like, cool. Hopefully you like it.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess I truly would be like, what is it? How did you make that decision? Interesting. Where did you go to get it? Where'd you find the money? Because that's an expensive ass tattoo that we're talking like 3K to get a whole back done.
That's actually
And
my number one concern.
like, where did the money come from? Um, and but then I would truly like if this person was actually like a child, my legitimate thing would be uh do you, like how do you plan on taking care of it over the next because like
Yeah.
You and I know how to take care of a tattoo because
Yeah.
we're grown enough to not want infections in our life.
Sure.
And
Yes.
but there was definitely a version of me that would have been like, I don't care. Like, what, how bad could it be? And it's like, oh, pretty bad. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, I mean, I love love that it's like such a scandalous idea to have a child who wants to transition.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I what would I do? Uh, take them to get what they need done. Like,
Right.
I would make sure they have proper therapy so that like undergoing any surgical things that comes, surgery is a trauma. So anything that comes with that, I would want to make sure they have the therapeutic support they need. And
Yep.
then, I'd fucking kick anyone's ass who said anything otherwise.
That's right. That's the,
That's
which,
all.
by the way, that's the correct answer.
That's all.
There is a correct answer,
I'll
and
kick
it's
it.
that one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, some of these questions are like, strawberry or raspberry jam.
What's interesting is I'm pretty sure you and I have different answers on that.
What would you say?
Strawberry.
Yeah, I'd probably say raspberry.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't,
no,
but
your thing is preserves. You don't like preserves, right?
I just don't like big
The chunk.
chunks.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm recalling. You didn't like chunks of strawberry and strawberry preserves. And that's like my shit.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Raspberry would be better. The chunks would be more manageable.
Man,
The chunks,
manageable chunks.
manageable chunks.
I told you that my thing for like I really enjoy making like fake Tinder handles like at manageable chunks 69. Um and uh my ex really liked doing DJs that way. Like just DJ insert whatever the phrase is and it's always funny. Yeah.
DJ manageable chunks.
So that's the more
I
PC version. Yeah.
it's so funny. I was just thinking this morning, so I have um any of our listeners who follow me on social media know that I have a basically a meme account on Instagram. And so I repost a lot of other people's shit. And one of the funniest parts is seeing the usernames, like the handles of
Hmm.
people who
Hmm.
are saying funny stuff. So like there's one that I have right now that the content of it is less important. What's important is it's from a Tumblr account and the
I
handle on
love a Tumblr.
Tumblr, the handle is kill your stepdad. Which also, by the way, amazing. DJ Kill Your Stepdad.
Dude, that's
Absolutely.
also like every band we listened to
Fuck
in our
yeah.
adolescence.
Absolutely. Um,
Oh my God.
oh,
That's incredible.
I just discovered one. Okay, I have
Okay.
here's a quiz that I showed you a screenshot of this one, I think, because this is
Okay.
the one where it said the things that you hate about yourself, and the first one
Oh,
that I said
yes.
was my stomach,
Yes.
which
Yes.
made me so sad. That's no
I
longer
know.
true. I
Yeah.
there's plenty that I hate about myself, but my stomach is not one of them. We've
The list is just as long. It's just different now.
I've learned so many new things to hate about myself in the last 20 years that my stomach does not even
Oh my
scrape the top
God.
of the list. Um, but no, there's let me see. Three, okay, this is fun. Three of your everyday essentials.
Oh, that is fun, actually.
My answer was boring here. I said toothpaste and toothbrush, and I counted that as one. That's totally cheating. Toothpaste and toothbrush, number one. Number two, shampoo and conditioner. And number three, makeup. I did not have as creative of an approach, okay? My creativity has evolved in the last 2 decades.
I
So,
think I think what's interesting about that one is I'm like, because the thing with with these quizzes, I don't know about you, but I was always thinking about who I wanted to read them. So like who did I have a crush on?
yep, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what did I want them to think about me? Determined often how I was answering these. I mean, I
Hmm.
remember sweating over it when one of my crushes popped up on my MySpace and I was like, oh my God, they're gonna see this now. I really need to think through these answers. This could make or break what happens next.
Absolutely.
It fully didn't.
Oh my God.
Um, Okay. Three, right? Everyday essentials.
3.
Mm, caffeine, um, uh, like, ooh, walks,
Yeah.
walks. Like, even if it's just to get a coffee, there has to be some movement there. And then I think, because I'm trying to think all seasons, right? Because right now I'm like, oh, I need this, and I'm like, that's just because it's getting drier and all of that. Um, hmm, unstructured time,
Mm.
even if there's only a half an hour in my schedule, but I need like the pit of hell that erupts in my stomach if I look at my schedule and don't see a free window, even for 30 minutes, which is what, and it's because I like my entire professional life up until 2021, really 2022, was completely booked, constantly, very little sleep.
Yeah.
And even not at work, there was work to do and networking to
Yeah.
do. And every, like, I would just get so much anxiety because I would be like, I would look months ahead and not see a fucking 30-minute spot to just pick something I wanted to do
Yeah.
outside of my
Yeah.
sleeping time, right? Um, and and at the time I was like plugging along, like I was just like chugging along, doing my thing. And then something happened, and I was like, now the idea of that is profoundly like life is not worth living if that is what I have
Mm.
to do. I'm not fucking with that.
Mm.
It's not gonna happen.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
yeah. So like I used to go months without unstructured time, and now I'm like, I cannot go 12 hours without it. I will
Yeah.
fall the fuck apart. So like
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say the F word. Give me unstructured time or I will say the F word.
What what was it that you texted me the other day that you were like, we need to blank or I'm gonna say the F word? And I screamed. Oh my God. Oh,
I
um,
honestly
yeah.
forget, but it is one of my favorite things to
That's
say.
fair. No, that's a good framing of the everyday essentials question, right? Is like,
Mm,
what do you need every day or else you'll say the
you'll
F
say the
word?
F because I
Okay,
certainly never say it if I get those things.
me either. No, me either. That's why. No, so you're going to be surprised that our lists have some overlap.
I'm guessing on some. Go ahead.
It's weird. It's weird, isn't it? Um, so coffee's on my list. I know you said caffeine. For
Hmm.
me, it's coffee is my caffeine delivery mechanism of choice.
Hmm.
That's on there.
Yeah.
Um, I also said walking, but specifically a walk alone,
Mm, mm.
ideally.
How come?
But
That feels weird for you.
I know, strange. Um, which feels like it connects both to your walking piece and to your unstructured time. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I do also have a tangible physical item for me, and I'm wearing them right now.
Oh, noise canceling headphones.
The noise canceling headphones are a must for me.
Oh, you know what? I'm
Gotta
realizing that
have them.
music is very also daily requirement for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, that's complicated. But I can't give up any. If I had to pick between music and caffeine, I'd pick music. Because
Mm.
I have had periods of my life where I wasn't ingesting caffeine like constantly.
Oof.
Um, and so yeah, I
Yeah, I mean,
think
I feel you could still access joy if you gave up caffeine. it would be hard, but then you would get to a place where you would adjust. I feel like
Yes.
not having music
There's no
would
adjusting to that.
be problematic.
There's no adjusting to that. It would be a real problem. Yeah, it would be a real problem. Um, that's a good one. Okay, wait, what's the next one? You said there was another one that was good.
Oh, there's, I mean, um, uh, three things you want in a relationship. And it says in parentheses, love is a given. Okay. Um,
Is
past, I, is it? Um, so I said, 14-year-old me said honesty,
Hmm?
comfort,
Okay.
and friendship.
I feel like you nailed that.
I think I did.
I
I
think you
feel
and
pretty good
Laura
about it.
check, check, check.
Yeah, feels that way for me.
Like I literally
So
said this to you yesterday on a voice note on my walk home from the event I was at, and I was voice noting you, and I said, I just love that you and Laura like actually like each other. And like, I just feel like so many married people I talk to when there's work travel, it's like a relief and or the craving for the person to come back is more functional than like,
yeah,
I can't wait to see my person, you know?
yeah,
There are a handful of married people I know that aren't that have, you know, that similarly actually like each other. But gosh, to be honest, the vast majority that I hear from, it's like a celebration when the partner leaves town.
that bums me
And
out.
or
That
it's
bums
like
me
a
out.
panic attack, but it's not like a healthy like, man, I'm gonna miss them, you know, and like whatever. It's like either they can't
Yeah,
leave or
right.
thank God they're leaving.
Well, yeah, I was telling Laura this morning, I was like, it's nice because, I you can go out of town for an important work trip and we can be okay and,
Totally.
function day to day. It's not a like, oh my God, you have to get back and like rescue me from our
Which is
life.
amazing because you also have the most intense life of any of the married people I know.
Yeah, we do live life on
Well,
hard mode
actually,
with,
you and one other couple that you know about, but like the you two couples, and actually both of those couples are the ones that like I'm thinking of that like are like
like each
heavy
other.
on the like. Yeah,
Listen, I mean, you have to be able to like
yeah,
manage all the hard shit. It really helps if you actually enjoy the person that you're doing all of that with. But yeah, no, I was like, no, I like miss you because I want you to come home, like, and I want to hang out with you, not because I'm like, oh my God, please,
I'm falling out.
I
Yeah,
can't do this anymore. Yeah. Um,
totally.
but yeah, so those feel like they held true. Honesty, comfort, and friendship, those still feel pretty important to me in a
Yeah.
relationship. What about you?
I mean, my therapist just asked me this because
Yeah?
this is a big part of our work right now. As you know, I've like just decided that maybe I do want to date people again. Um, and trying to figure out what that looks like in a healthy way. Um, I want laughter,
Mhm.
uh, mutual competency,
Mm. Mhm.
like, and that actually, it's funny when I told my therapist these were in a different order, and you could tell that I was just like, I don't want to take care of anyone. Like, I'm
Yeah.
profoundly done taking care of people.
Yep.
It's not
Yep.
going to fucking happen.
Yep.
Um, and also like beyond that, like it'd be nice if every now and then someone could, without being asked, just do things.
Yeah.
You know, that's that by mutual competency, I mean that as well. Um, but yeah, so humor is a big one because I have to be able to laugh. And I need you to make
Yeah.
me laugh, and I want to make you laugh. Like we just a
Yeah.
good sense of humor. um, Competency, and then I don't know, like just security. Like, I don't want to be living in a space of like, is this
Mm.
what you actually want? Do you really want to be in a relationship? Do you not want to be in a relationship? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, which is literally every relationship that I've been in, which again, common denominator, c'est moi. But um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like I'm really wanting to not pick people who are clearly not down to commit to shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to just be like, we're gonna like try, right? We're
Yeah.
agreeing on what we're trying to do here, right? Not saying we
Yeah.
have to be successful, but we are agreeing on what we are trying to do, right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
It's
That
a
all makes
hard,
sense.
it's a hard one to get, but
Well, yeah. Yeah. I like that list though. That feels, and I mean, it feels clear. A funny
I
grown up,
mean, funny.
a funny, self-aware grown up.
I mean, that I don't meet many of those in the wild, but I'm sure they exist. I'm sure they're out there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, this is a fun one.
Okay.
3 new things that you want to try in the next 12 months.
Ooh, I love that one. Do you have some? What did your 14-year-old self say?
For number one, my 14-year-old self put actually studying.
Did
What?
you do that? Did you actually study?
I don't know. But at 14, I no, because I wouldn't have been, yes, because I was going into, no, I would have been in 8th grade. Probably not. I didn't
Mm,
start like meaningfully studying until I was getting into like more difficult math in high school.
mm,
And then I was having to like
interesting.
really, really study in a serious way.
Interesting.
Um, so that was number one, didn't do it.
Hmm.
Number
Hmm.
two, skateboarding, maybe. Didn't do that.
I see why 14-year-old you wanted to do that, and I'm also so curious who you had a crush on at the time because
Well,
that feels
I
very
was in a
crush
committed
driven.
relationship. I was in a committed relationship at
Oh,
the time of this. Oh yeah, I was dating Eric, who I, by the way, am still friends with to this day. Love him.
cute.
Shout out. Um, definitely
Oh my
listening
God,
to the
I
pod.
love it. I love
Um,
it.
and yeah, so I don't know. And then for my third one, I put don't know.
Don't
No.
just those
So
two
great,
things.
great.
We're gonna
Um,
skateboard with the book.
yeah, don't know. Um, so there's that. Yeah, new things we want to try in the next 12 months. Do you have things that pop into mind for you right now?
Well, did things come up for you for now? Do you still want to skateboard and study?
Actually studying. No, I mean, not, I don't know. There aren't things that immediately pop into mind for me, no. Which maybe I mean, I feel like there should be. I'm definitely having that feeling of like, oh, I should have new things I want to try.
Sure.
Um,
I'm I mean, this podcast is a new thing we're doing together.
that's
Have
true.
you done a collaborative creative project
Like since no, it's really funny
since you were
is that
14?
no, literally fucking when I was in 8th grade, we did a video project. Have I not told you about this?
Mm-mm.
Oh, buckle the fuck up. Dude, we did this video project when I was in 8th grade that was like a social issues documentary project.
Oh God. You were such a cool kid.
You no, get ready for where this is going. I remember I we had to split up based on social issues and we had to work in groups that were people who took both
Oh
perspectives
no.
on a social
Oh
issue.
no. Oh no.
Would you like to know the title of my group's documentary?
Wait, can I guess which topic you picked? I
Guess.
don't know the title, but I'm did you do abortion?
No, other one.
Gay?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do gay?
Adriana, the title. of our documentary is gay okay? Question
Shut
mark.
the fuck up. And
Well,
what
I
was the
said it was
conclusion?
I said it was okay. The conclusion was that our middle school was filled with homophobes.
Sure.
And also we showed all the documentaries at like a film festival, and the teacher got complaints that were even allowed to like explore this question.
Well, yeah, because even the title is like that. There was some movie put out by some alt-right place that did screen in theaters. It screened in the theater closest to where I grew up, and it was some like what was it? Was it like anti-climate change or something like that? But it basically that's the way those conservative quote documentaries work is they make it a question to
Yep.
make it seem like for people who are on a cusp or just
Yeah.
not in a culture that's like that's so um steeped in
Yeah.
humanity and so they pose it as a question to make it seem like they're not just saying this is wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you could have made a lot of money on it, I'm sure.
Well,
That
listen,
is
it was
crazy.
oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. And in retrospect, I still am like, whoa. I think about that a lot, and I'm like, wow, I was 14 years old. Like that was a formative
Yeah.
experience for me. We interviewed my dad. My dad's perspective was like everybody should be able to love who they want. Like this is weird
Yeah.
where whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dad, who's like actually quite socially conservative in a lot of
Sure.
ways, but that is not one of them. And yeah, it was an interesting experience for sure. But I don't know. Oh, that was my last creative collaboration.
And now we're here.
And now we're here. Is gay okay?
We'll find out. Stay tuned.
These gays are not okay, just specifically.
Don't rank it based on us.
Um,
Um, that's amazing. So creative collaboration is something new you're doing in these 12 months.
that's true. That is true.
That is,
That's
I
right.
mean, that's legitimately a new one for me. Like I've been talking to my other BFF and he and I have been talking about this because he's very excited for us to do this. And I was like, I've never done a collaborative creative thing. Like that's just never been, I mean, I've done improv and stuff like that. But given the creative project that I have in the back of my mind for not the back in the very front of my mind, in all of my mind,
Yes.
kind of consuming me all the time, is it's going to require a ton of collaboration, which is it is hard for me. I have trust issues. I don't
Yeah.
like I'm very challenged when it comes to trusting. Again, I named mutual competency as something I'm looking for in a relationship. I'm really just looking for that in everyone. And I have a lot of
Yeah.
mistrust about it.
Hmm.
Um, but anyway, um so I do think that this is like a really helpful this project is very helpful in like building some muscle of trust in very specific people. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. It is funny that you said uh, actually study, because when you said that, I recently was thinking about studying and I realized I never did really.
Hmm.
And I did well in English and history. And I realized it's because there wasn't studying involved. I just had to read. And
Yeah.
then it was just comprehension of reading. And I was like, okay, I can do that. I don't know how to study. And I realized I still don't. And when I had to take the GRE, it was the first time I had to try to study in like 10 years. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, Yeah, and like learning other languages is similar, like, but with that, you just keep practicing it and listening to it. So I can do, there's something with that that feels more accessible to me. But trying
Yeah.
to learn math, which I had to try to do for the GRE and truly didn't take,
Oh no.
fully big swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss. I was like, well, we're only going to apply to places that don't require the GRE then because this isn't going to
Yep.
happen.
Yep.
Um, and, but yeah, when you were saying that, I was like, oh yeah, I realized I never did learn how to study.
Mm.
Never. I still don't really know how people do that. I watched Rory Gilmore do it, and it just seemed like she sat around with all these books, looking at them a lot. But to me, I'm like, well, there's reading books, but what else do you do?
For me, studying was a lot of like reviewing notes. Like I would take notes and then I would read back through my notes. So it was a lot of reading, but it
But
was
is it
like,
like, what is the objective? Just memorizing shit?
yeah, I mean, that's how I studied was memorizing. And I think the idea with math is that it's more like procedural memory, like you do practice questions and stuff, but I just hated math so much that like I couldn't. I've
Yeah,
always had an aversion to doing things I don't like doing.
right.
And so it was hard to get me to like sit down and do like practice problems or anything. Fuck that. Don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
I also like, yeah, math was very, like, when my parents put it in the context of horse stuff, it that's how they literally got me to do math was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, if you have to buy grain for this many horses, what would you, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But even then I would figure out how to figure it out without following the proper procedure, if that
Yeah,
makes sense,
totally.
which is still what
Yes.
I do in my life. Like when I have to, when in the moments when math does come up and it is slightly complex, I just like draw a lot and like
Yeah.
figure it out visually kind of. And I, yeah, I never, that said, my algebra teacher in high school who I had 3 years in a row, even though you're supposed to alternate between these two different teachers, but they shifted the rotation my years. So I ended up having him every year.
Oh boy.
And he, you'll love this. He fat shamed me.
No. No. No.
He commented on how much I was eating in the cafeteria. Yes.
No.
And um and then he made a joke about it in front of the class. And I told him I'd see him in hell
Good
because
for
the whole
you.
class saw it. Like the whole class heard what he said, so I felt confident having witnesses.
Yeah.
Um I also fell asleep in his class once and he threw an eraser at me to wake me up.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yes. And I think he thought he was just like funny or something. He also made fat jokes about his wife all the time. Um, and so like part of me is like maybe I could have
What?
been a math genius if I hadn't had all these experiences.
Probably. I mean,
I mean, I also do think I
yeah.
struggle with numbers, but like there's part of me that's like, I don't really know what's possible because this mother.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, that's real. Having
Uh-huh.
a teacher like that
Hmm.
is going to tinge your experience of that. What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Hmm.
No, no, see,
Hmm.
no,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. He
See
was a
you in
he was
see you
a
in
good egg.
hell.
See you in hell, buddy. Um, yeah, that was, and so anyway, I never really learned how to study that at all. And I think I mean, I told you that I had to take remedial math in college,
Yeah.
and then I got like a D. So then I had to retake it because for remedial math, you had to get like a C or better.
Hmm.
And so I retook it and I got like a C minus, but then it was
Listen,
done. And I mean, I graduated college with like a 3.8. So I did fine because once I found the liberal arts, I was like, oh, okay, reading and thinking. These are things I can do,
Yeah, I can do
you know?
this.
Yeah, exactly. Um, anyway, so I love that we named one new thing. You know what? I think that's enough. The world is shitty right now, although big ones this week, yay, Mom Donnie, and like all the
Yes.
other Dem sweeps.
Yep.
And so that's exciting, but we obviously still have an uphill battle here. So I think challenging ourselves with one new thing is plenty.
Yeah, that's right. I will say I might have one more thing.
Oh,
Uh, we've kind of we've vaguely talked about this, but I do think I'm saying it out loud to you. I'm
I'm
saying it
ready.
out loud to all of our listeners,
All of them in the northeast.
everyone in the Northeast.
Sorry, that's
Um,
a little inside joke, y'all.
everyone in New England, this is an alert for you. Um, I think in the next 12 months, I might try stand up.
I okay. So this makes me very happy for a number of reasons.
Sure, tell me each one of them.
Okay. One is that you're hilarious and the people deserve to know. Um, Two is I feel like a little proud that I feel like I influenced this and that
Absolutely.
you
What if I was like, no, it's not, it has nothing to do
it
with
has
you at
nothing
all.
to do with you. Um, um, Three is that because my larger vision for my larger creative project vision very much involves you. And I think, and as I think through my stand up future, um, it's less and less traditional stand up.
Hmm.
And I think that there is wild potential for us in our individual stuff that we want to do, but also for further collaboration
Hmm.
in the funnies, as it were.
I love it.
All of that makes me so excited.
Yeah, lots
And
of good things.
when you decide to do it, just let me know and I can give you the yes, go here, don't go here list because New York has amazingly tons. We love to see it. And not every space is great.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard some really interesting stories from you. So yeah, I
yeah,
definitely will be you'll be my first go-to for the scoop on
this.
where to go, where to avoid.
Oh my God, you should go upstate and do some with our friends in Kingston.
I might, that's a good
They were
idea.
super fun and like it's just a little freer there.
Yeah,
Because not every person is from NYU trying to get a spot on the late night show. Um,
sure.
or like crusty old dudes who are literally get on the stage and are just like, huh, been doing this for 20 years. And I'm like, okay. And he just yells about how mad he is that he hasn't made it. And he's like truly in his 60s. There
Oh
are a handful
boy.
of these guys. They rotated around all the mics. And I was like, and literally their entire shtick was, you're not going to make it. Look, I didn't make it, so you're not going to make it. And I'm like, well, if this is all you've been saying, yeah, I can kind of see why it didn't take off. You're not very funny right now.
Yeah, the
Like
bit isn't great.
yeah, you got to be funnier than this. I mean, I think what you want is your whole audience to look and be like you, but like that's not who's here tonight, guys. I
No.
wish you would. None of us here are 60 and feel that we've failed at everything already. I'm in
Yeah.
my 30s and know I failed. So you can fuck off
Bingo.
with that.
And that's the difference between you and me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
We've talked
Yeah,
so much
I
about
know.
so many questions. What's keeping you alive?
Yep. Um,
Aspiring to become that guy at open mics in your when you're in your
just
60s, right?
living my New York City dream.
That's it is the greatest city in the world.
He did. It was like there was one guy that particularly also bitched about his apartment, and I found that so funny. I was like, you are so funny, but not in the way you think you're funny. Um,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like I do feel like I'm laughing at you and not with you. You know what I mean?
100%.
Um, uh, anyway, what's keeping me alive? I think so. In all honesty, like this random burst of energy that I've had the last like 2 or 3 days, that while I do find it alarming and scary for the fallout that is inevitably going to come, um, again, I'm just gonna ride that wave as long as I have it and get as much shit done that like creative shit and like reading and all the things I actually like doing. Leaning the fuck into that and letting it carry me as far as it will. I literally picture myself like on a wave. How far into shore can we get on this little wave?
I
But
love
I'm not
it.
surfing. I'm just like my body because I don't know how to surf. So it's just my body.
But to be clear, I'm not surfing. Even in my vision and my metaphor, I am not surfing because I don't know how to surf, and
That's
I want to
just
make that
not
clear.
practical.
It's not practical. I just want to be honest about my real abilities and say I'm not surfing, okay?
I won't lie to you, audience. I will not lie to you.
Contrary to
Any
what we talked about in episode 1, we will not be lying.
okay, what about you? What's keeping you alive? Ah, ah, ah.
Zoloft.
Cheers. That's a good meowing for you.
Good meowing to you as well. Um, yeah, no, it's making a difference.
Yeah?
And yes, and I was telling Laura this morning, I'm having this experience of like that I feel like many people have when they start psych meds, which
Mm,
I took an SSRI when I was in college, for a number of reasons, decided not to continue and have been exploring lots of different realms of anxiety management ever since.
sure.
And yeah, lately I've just been like, you know what? Let's just see if a little chemical
Mm,
support would help me.
mm.
Um, and I hear a lot of people start psych meds and then there's like a little period of like, for some people it feels like grief. There's some
Mm,
element of like, why didn't I do this sooner? Or
right.
like, things could have felt easier. And I said to Laura, I was like, I think there was a part of me that had like accepted, like, this is just what it feels like to be me.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, like, this is just
Yep.
what my brain is
Yep.
like. This is just what
Yeah.
happens. Um,
Yep.
and she reflected it back to me as like, yeah, you were pretty resigned.
Yeah.
Like, you were resigned to it a little bit. Um, and like, to some extent, like that, I mean, that feeling is still there. I think there is like a
Sure.
part
Sure.
of me that's like, oh, I am
Yeah.
still a profoundly mentally ill person. But
Sure.
yeah, I am really just like, oh, it is possible for me to not feel
That's right.
overwhelmed by the weight of everything, to not feel like I'm having to constantly dig myself out from under
Yeah.
this like oppressive feeling of anxiety.
Yeah.
Um, and so that's been really nice. It's feeling good. And I'm only like approaching 2 weeks. I was like very shocked. I was like, is it possible to feel effects this early? Like, they always tell
Right.
you, it could be, they want to err on the side of caution. So
Yeah.
they
Sure. Sure. Sure.
they don't want you to like give up,
Right.
if you don't feel better in 2 days or whatever. But I
Sure.
really
Sure.
like, I noticed a difference like pretty quick, and it's more and more I'm like, ooh, I'm like leveling out to something that feels nice. So that is
That's
helping me a
awesome.
lot. It just makes everything feel more manageable,
Yes.
which is a nice fucking feeling.
100%. I'm so happy for you, especially the like getting out of the resignation that
Yeah.
any any state of existence is permanent.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like for me, that's one reason that my work life balance in New York wasn't working for me
Yeah.
because I had already experienced a different version
Yeah.
that was so much better. And so I knew what was possible.
Yep.
And I was like, oh no, 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 no. Like, and I honestly fear going back. I'm like, can't go back, can't go back. Kind of like I was saying with the unstructured time thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just so happy. That is such a freeing thing. And it also it gives you the chance to observe other things or parts of yourself that you might have resigned yourself. That's a great language that Lori used for that. That you might have resigned yourself to that isn't actually true. You know, that there is more that's
Yeah.
possible. And that's just such a freeing thought, man. Like, and I honestly, as a
Yeah.
country, I feel like we fucking need to adopt it. Can we get Zoloft just for the table? For the table.
Just around a 25 milligrams of Zoloft for the table.
um,
Amazing.
all right, man. Um, more soon?
More soon.